Hello, it's me again. I, if you saw part 1, you know what I'm doing tonight. For those people who are just getting into this, jumping on and watching part 2, there's lots of good information in part 1. At least I think a lot of people will find that out. And anyway, I am doing stoves today. Testing stoves, giving an overview of stoves. Lots of good stuff. So, let's get into it. I put this regular aluminum foil from Market Basket down on the table, and this I hope will do. This should do two things. Number one, it should protect the table from the heat that is reflected down from the stove. And number two, it should reflect the heat, whatever heat that is aimed down at the table from the stove, should reflect it back up. It's possibly increasing the efficiency of the stove just a little bit. So, keep that in mind. I will do all these tests doing that. Now, I see that part 1, the part 1 video has done copying to my computer's hard drive, so I will start uploading it and be back in a minute. Okay, now that I have officially started the upload on the first part of this multiple part series on stoves, backpacking stoves, I'm going to start testing with the Coleman solid fuel stove. Now, I know there's Esbit stoves out there in stuff, but I own this one, and I will using the Coleman solid fuel tablet made specifically for it. If other people have Esbit stoves and fuels, their results most likely will vary, because I think Coleman uses different chemicals than different fuel mixtures than Esbit, and the tablets are smaller than Esbit. So, yeah, you'll get different results. I'm sure you can use Esbit tablets in this stove, and I'm sure you can use Coleman tablets in Esbit stoves. But I have never tried. I just buy what is available, and that is a Coleman. So, that's what I use. Other people will vary. Like I always say, different people use different things. Okay, so I have in this pot exactly 2 cups. I probably should have shown it on the thing, but as you can see, there's water. I used exactly 4 of these, so that equals 2 cups exactly. Now, it's 68 degrees currently. So that will be the starting temperature. Now, I will get the fuel. This is a Girl Scout chocolate covered raisins container. I think this is perfect because it has a sealable lid. Even though the thing's actually cardboard, it will be easy to tell if it gets water on it. These are nice tablets, although they kinda are broken. I will be using a standard amount. Wait, that one's broken a bit. Let's use this more intact one. I will be using 2 tablets for this test, seeing how one tablet is small, and in the past I've always used a minimum of 2. I forget if it was written in the instructions of the stove that they believe that they say you should use 2. Okay. I have a big thick glove to remove hot stuff, and I will sorry, I have to pause the video while I strike a match. I'll be right back. Okay, it seems like the tablets are going. Had to use a few matches because the tablets are far apart, and I did that specifically to see if I could get equal thing. So I will have to use the timer on the counter on my phone camera to actually tell. So I will put it on at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So there we go. 7:31. Okay, so I'll just keep track of when it comes to a boil. I do have a lid on my pot. This is the pot I would normally take hiking, camping stuff. I bought it specifically for that purpose. So I would normally have a lid and stuff. So yeah, normal setup. And if I come over here, I actually have, let me open it. There we go, open office. And yeah, my computer. The adapter got unplugged and the new battery's not here yet, so it died. And go through recovery. Okay, there we are. Okay, I will put in for the stove. Solid. For the fuel. Quantity of water. To cups. Starting temperature 68. That is in degrees. And the time I will put in afterwards. And it's nice. I put everything in a spreadsheet to make this an actual scientific experiment, seeing how there are people who say the different as Mythbuster Adam Savage says, the difference between science and screwing around with stuff is writing it down. Although I disagree with that somewhat, but for the most part, that's why I live by. So this is gonna be boring, just looking at a pot, so I will pause it and come back when it's actually boiling. So, see you then. I just realized that I have to have it filming for the timer on the camera. So, I'll add about 5 seconds to whatever time I come up with here. So, unfortunately, it's gonna be boring. You're gonna have to watch this whole thing. So, yeah. Maybe I'll get a stopwatch on my... I know, I'll come up with a stop. After this test, I will set up a stopwatch on my computer. That way, you don't have to watch this boring pot sitting. Bubbles, not yet boiling. And for this, I will be waiting until it comes to a rolling boil. So, yeah, it's gonna, and I keep taking off my glove. I keep it on, so when it comes to a rolling boil, I can take the hot pot off. Sorry about the camera work. One hand's hard. One hand is hard. Filming one-handed is hard. Can't wait till I can use my actual good camera with a tripod. Unfortunately, I misplaced it. So, you'll have to deal with this shaky camera work until find it again. Till I find it or get something that will allow me to use this on a tripod. My phone on a tripod. So actually after this I think I'll do the test again on this stove just so I can get a perfectly accurate time, because I stopped the camera for a few seconds because I didn't realize that. I should have realized, but I didn't.